All right, guys, we are going to make our letter for our 3D architectural letters right now. We are going to make 2 copies of it. So to start, this is like what we're working for here. Basically, we have our letter, which will become 3-dimensional, a big letter. So we need to create our top portion and our bottom portion. To do that, we will be constructing these by putting these little Dixie cups in the center, and that becomes the space right here. Okay, so your letter needs to be at least wide enough for this rim of the Dixie cup to sit nicely in there without really coming over. If it comes over too much, we have to do some manipulation, which is not super fun. So you're gonna pick your letter or letters. You can do more than one letter as long as they connect together so they stand up as one. You also need, this letter needs to be able to stand up as well. So if you're gonna do like a letter P, which some people do, we have to make sure that you have a big enough base that your letter is not gonna tip over, or we gotta add something on so that it will stand up on the table. So you're just going to get 2 pieces of this paper. It's one of the poster boards cut in half, so you need 2 pieces. We're only gonna draw on one of them, and you just kind of have to make it work in terms of these little cups. So I'm gonna draw this upside down for the purpose of the camera. I'm just gonna do a letter A. So you can see that really well. It's darker. Okay, so here's just the edge of my A. And I just need to make sure that my letter is at least this wide of this Dixie cup. So I'm gonna put it right there. I know my letter needs to be at least this thick so that I can get that Dixie cup in there securely. So, I mean, use a ruler for straight lines. I'm just gonna go like this. Okay, that will fit in. This I need to be able to fit in. So my little entry point. Okay. Now with an A, it's symmetrical. You could measure it, everything could be perfect. For some other letters, especially those that have curves, might not be able to use a ruler. So I just go around making sure that my Dixie cup falls within my lines. I'm gonna use a different color just to get my final line here. So my pink line goes, it works in there. It's a little tight over here, so maybe I bring this line out a little farther. It's a straight line, I should be using a ruler. Okay, it should fit. The A is pretty stable because it's got 2 bases like a triangle, so I should be good to go for an A. Talk to me about your letter beforehand if you think it might not stand up. Next step is to take a stapler and staple just like twice onto your paper so that your paper stays together, and we are going to cut out our letter now. So we get 2 copies of it. Super easy. This portion right in here, ask me for an X-Acto blade and I will help you cut that part out. Okay, you're gonna take your staples out. Okay, so now we have 2 copies. Let me just cut the A part right here and then we'll get started again.